Welcome everybody to Invicta Software. Today's demonstration is to show you how easy it is to reset an end user's password. What we have here is InvictaPass, a very powerful password reset tool which, with a series of questions and answers, allows the end user to reset their password. And this is from anything from Windows XP Plus. So the end user can automatically reset their password for a very series of questions and answers. As you can see here, just by clicking on the URL link here, it brings up what we call the InvictaPass. Now the end user can reset their password by going along and resetting it by answering a few questions, or he can actually enroll himself to the mechanism. The product itself can easily be accessed from any location via mobile phone, any devices, and easily accessed to, as long as the end user has a Wi-Fi connection, which can easily give them access to the URL link, which can automatically reset their password. It's basically easy to reset those passwords through a series of questions and answers, links into your Active Directory, doesn't actually save the passwords through any other mechanism, so it's very security conscious, and can easily log a call into a help desk, and also has SSL certification on them. Let's go along to an end user's desk and show you how easy it is to use these tools. Here we are at an end user's desk, and as you can see from here, we have a URL link. By easily, from an end user's point of view, now the end user will automatically click on this or try and log on to the Active Directory once, twice, 3 times. The password gets locked. Here what we're doing is, by clicking on the URL link, this will automatically take us into what we call the service portal for the end user to reset their password. Now, once again, the end user can have a series of questions, can send an SMS message to his mobile phone, a code, or even from a help desk point of view, a PIN, which can the help desk send to the end users the password to allow him to continue on to his work itself. You can automatically have a secondary email account, which the end user can actually receive an email. As you can see from here, we got two things. One is he's having problems logging in, or he can actually go along and enroll as a new user. But we're having problems logging in, so we're just by clicking on this, and we're saying it's not an unlocked account. We want to reset the password. So you got 2 types of modules here. By resetting by saying to reset the end user's account, I can put in the user's name, which is Alan Bates, and I can go along and click on this, and basically what it's going to do is now and check for my authentication through Active Directory. If that's passed, it will go along and put my series of questions in there. As you can see from here, these are the questions which I acted on before earlier. So what was my first car? I can go along and put the question in there. And what is the first branch nearest to me? And click on next. Now it can have anything from 1 to 4 questions. By clicking away, this authenticates me. And as you can see from here, I've got a series of characters. The long of the character itself, alphabetic character, uppercase, and numeric lock. So as I go along and type in the details, put a new password in there, as you can see, it's actually highlighting them out. And click on next. Now that's gone along and reset my password. So I've gone along and synchronized it to AD, and it's reset my password itself. I can go along and exit out of this and continue working away into the system itself. What's actually happened in the background is a series of 2 things. Okay, the first thing is I've automatically logged on by resetting my password. Questions and answers could have sent me an SMS message by a code, and also via PIN through the help desk point of view. I could have automatically had it as a secondary email account to any my account, or I could have actually logged on from any web device portal, for example, iPad, iPhone, or any other preferable like that, and I could have automatically reset my password. By resetting my password, I can go along and go into the system itself. There we are, going into the system. Now, what's actually happening in the background as we go along and do this is it's automatically logged a call in our InvictaDesk, and it's automatically closed that call off and sent an email to my my user itself to say, hey, was it you who's reset their password? One of the other things within this product itself is it's very powerful that the end user can reset their password from a remote location, and you can actually have it to set that a two-stage authentication. For example, if they're from a remote location, they may need to authenticate a double type of question, or if they're on locally, they might just need to have one authentication mode. Each question which is actually being set can actually be set as a standard question and security setting. However, you can actually have the freedom for individuals to go along and have their own type of questions which are being set on there. Now, studies show, now this is not my study, but studies actually show that in a normal environment, 40 to 70% of users automatically authenticate to the web and allow themselves to reset their passwords itself. It's the other 30 to 60% of people who actually ring the help desk. Now, for those people who actually ring the help desk itself, those are the people we can actually give them a PIN code. For example, an help desk user can actually give the end user a PIN, and I'll show you that how easy it is to do that. And as you can see from here, here's Alan Bates. The email actually came in to say the password has been reset and the IP has been successful from the IP address. Now, from a security point of view, that's fantastic because we know exactly who he is, where he is, and the password has been reset for that user's point of view. If I go to our desk, InvictaDesk, as you can see from here, this is the first screen that you see from the InvictaDesk. And from the InvictaDesk, I can go along and start looking at calls which are coming. Now, just by clicking on our password reset, so you can actually see the call which was being logged. As you can see from here, here's my Alan Bates call which was being logged earlier on into the system itself. And as you can see from here, I can go into the call itself. It can show me the details of the call, who the call was, and how the password actually was reset from that point of view. So everything is actually put into place as we go along and we talk away. One of the key things for any help desk system itself is how easy it is for our support staff to also make sure that the end user can reset their password. In other words, if I go along and create a brand new call into the system, if I say Ed Simmons is there, click away, and I go along and I'm talking away, and he says, can you reset my password because I forgot to log in and register. By clicking on here, I can go along and reset his password. So go along and as from a help desk point of view, I need to put my own credentials in, and I go along and put my code in there. And this is a code which has been set, and you don't have to have this code if you don't wish to have it, but as a site of security, we're putting this information in there. And go away and go along and continue on that. Now I'll put in my end user, and I can continue from here and reset his account directly from here by clicking on assign PIN here, and I can go along and generate a PIN for the end user's machine. So very easily, you're allowing the end user to go along and continue with the system itself. So just very simple steps, which is nice and easy. We can also click on our little link here, which gives us the administration setting for InvictaDesk for the password reset, which allows us to go do further functionalities within the product itself by reports, by looking at mechanisms. But the key thing here is it could be standalone or fully integrated into our desk, which gives us a very powerful type of mechanism. If I highlight the user again, for example, Ed Simmons here, and I can look at the demo machine that he's got available here by clicking on the link here, which takes me to the remote control of the user's machine. You can also see that not only am I looking at the icon, which was the red barrier, but I also can actually have a little nice slim little icon here, which allows me to reset the end user's machine. So very easy to set up, very easy to maneuver, and it's a very powerful tool which allows the end users to continue within the system itself. Thank you very much.